And now the leaderboard. Why don't we do that? Let's see, a new variable, leaderboard. And it's going to be interesting to go in game and see what actually works, because usually I go in and test a lot quick. Like, I don't wait till I do everything and then test. I usually maybe add a leaderboard, then test, then add maybe the losing condition, then test. But I'm just doing it all in one go here to condense it in a tutorial. But always make sure that you watch all my tutorials before you make any comments or anything, because a lot of the times I will fix my bugs that I find later on, and some people just watch certain parts, so make sure you do that. So let's set our leaderboard in here. And let's see. Okay. Leaderboard. Create a leaderboard with 2 columns. That should be good. And let's see. How many rows do we want for this? Why don't I just make it 1 for now? And name alien, or actually Zerg invasion it was called. I'm gonna make it just one row for now. I've been having some bugs with leaderboards lately, so I am just going to keep it simple for our 1 player, and then after I'll modify it. And let's change this one now to be a leaderboard. Set leaderboard item text. In the last create a leaderboard actually let's change this to our variable leaderboard, and then let's do a new action, and let's do a set variable, and let's set leaderboard to equal last create a leaderboard, and now we can just reference leaderboard. Column 1 and row 1 to player, name of player 1. There we go. Alright, and set leaderboard at column 2 now to be 0. And I think actually what I can do, sorry about this, is I'm just going to make this number of players and allies of player 1, and it hopefully should be the right number. And this though, I believe you have to do this manually. Like, I have to do this for player 1, player 2. I can't just loop through in a simple way. I haven't got it to work, at least. So, and what I'm doing here right now is the player color, item text color. We want this to be for leaderboard. You could still use last create a leaderboard because it's the only one right now, but I just like to keep it clean and just use that variable we made. For column 1 and row 1, 2, and convert player color to color. Current player color of player 1. And same for this column 2. And when you're doing the full map, of course, you copy paste that and do column 1 and row 2 for player 2. Set the color of column 1 and row 2 to player 2's color, and row 2 to 0. Row 2 to current player 2 color. And then you do this for player 3 and player 4, but I'm just not going to do that right now, just to save time. Okay, and let's show this leaderboard. Leaderboard. And I hope everything went well, but you never know. Okay. And, you know what? We actually will have to do a global variable called player kills and make it an integers good, and 4 players. Oops, 4 players. Because there's no way to find out a player's kills. There's no... Blizzard doesn't store any way that I know of to just know a player's kills. You can know a unit kills, but you can't know a player's kills unless you added up every unit they own, but that would be a waste of time. So I'm just going to store player kills, and I'm going to have to do a trigger to count that. So every time, and this is just for the leaderboard, by the way, every time a unit dies, and new condition good, owner of dying unit, aka triggering unit, equals to 6, which is Zerg. So owner of this dying unit is a Zerg, and then we'll set, no, we'll modify, that's easier. We'll modify player kills, and we want to do the killing player. Modify the player kills of the killing player to +1. Good. So if player 1 killed it, it would be player kills 1. Actually, yeah, so actually we might need to make this 5 just because of the way variables work, because killing player 1 is going to be 1, and then 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and so this, I don't know how much programming background anybody has watching this, but if you make something of size 4, it's going to have spots 0, 1, 2, 3. And if you make something of size 5, it's going to have spots 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when our unit dies, killing player, I don't think it treats player 1 as 0. It's going to treat player 1 as number 1. So we're going to be 1 too high when player 4 makes a kill. So that's why I set this to 5, if that made any sense. But I don't even know if I have to do that, but I did it anyway, just because it saves us an error if it happens. And of course, if you had 6 players, you would make this a 7, and so on. And so we've set this up, and now we need to modify the leaderboard. We need to update the leaderboard. So set the leaderboard item text for our variable leaderboard at column 2, which is our kills column, and row. The row is function. Actually, I think we can just do killing player, and it will just find the right row, because if killing player is player 1, it'll go to row 1. So that's good. To text, function conversion, convert integer to text, and our integer will be player kills for the killing player. And we will save that. And I think that is good. And why don't we do our global timer now for 25 minutes. So 25 mins timer, and we need a new global variable, which is our timer. And this, set it to timer. Good. And actually this I should rename this to timer expire, which means we won. I'm not going to do that yet. First, I'm just going to go in here and set the timer. Okay. Create a timer window. But before we do that, we want to start a timer. So start, and the timer will be our variable timer. And it's a one-shot timer that will expire in, let's see, 60 seconds is a minute, and we want to do 25 minutes. So 60 times 25 is 1500 seconds. I just did that on a calculator, by the way. I'm not that smart. 1500 game time seconds. And for this last started timer, we're going to use the title survive for, maybe that's it. Maybe that's better. Using remaining time initially visible. Yes. Okay. And timer expires. So in here, new event, the timer expires. And the timer that expires is our timer variable, which we just set to 25 minutes. And when it expires, that means everybody wins. So we are going to do a pick each player. And actually, why don't I just copy this from the losing condition? There we go. And we're just going to end it in victory for picked player. There we go. And I think that's it for the timer. Oh, actually, we should, I don't know if it actually showed the timer, so we should, just to be safe, show the timer window for all players. Good.